From Denver 7, this is 7 News.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's our health question for you today. How much vitamin D should you get every day? Drawing a blank, right?
Well, you know, many people probably don't know how much they should get, and some say it could lead to some serious diseases. Well, joining us this morning is Dr. Mark Sorensen to talk more about this. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Okay, vitamin D. People think about the sun. It scares them. You're saying it's actually good for you. Get out there and get it.
Absolutely. One of the biggest myths is that we get too much melanoma if we get out in the sun. The fact is that people that work outdoors regularly have 1/3 fewer melanomas than people that work inside. Basically, melanoma is a disease of indoor sedentary office workers. It's not a disease of people that go outdoors. If you burn, there's a little difference there. Burning can increase the rate of melanoma slightly, but otherwise, no. Melanoma goes down with regular sunlight exposure. The only people that might be at a slightly increased rate would be those people who can't tan, blue-eyed, very blonde, very light skin that don't tan. Other than that, all people actually reduce the rate of melanoma.
Yeah, you know, and I'm one of those blue-eyed people. I don't have blonde hair, of course. But I tell you, I get sunburned, you know, when the moon is out, it seems. I wear some protection. Does the protection prevent vitamin D from going into my skin?
Yes, it does. Even the SPF 15 will prevent 99.5% of all vitamin D production by your skin. And we have now, because of this, we have created an entire nation of severely vitamin D deficient people. I would venture to say that here in Denver, we probably are looking about 90 to 95% of the population at this time of year who are at least insufficient in vitamin D, if not terribly deficient.
Okay, so how do you raise it so you're not deficient, so we're actually better and have the right amount of vitamin D?
In the winter, you need about 4,000 to 5,000 international units of vitamin D per day. You can take that by supplementation, but by far the most natural way to get it is in the summer. You get the summer sun. You can produce 20,000 international units of vitamin D in about 20 minutes of full-body sun exposure in the summer. In the winter, if you're inclined to, you can go to a good tanning bed. A tanning bed will produce about 1,000 international units every minute. And we know that people who use tanning beds have much, much stronger bones, higher vitamin D levels, dramatically higher vitamin D levels. And again, the tanning bed has also been much maligned. You have to be careful. You cannot burn. That's the key there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously what you're saying is controversial because a lot of people say, hey, tanning beds are bad. The sun, too much sun exposure can be very dangerous. What do you say to those critics like that? What do you say to people who say, you know, Dr. Sorensen, he's on the edge here?
Well, I have to fight this all the time. In my book, there are 800 medical scientific references. I don't say anything without backing up with research. And here are the facts. We know that women who get out in the sunlight regularly and actually seek the sun have about a 65% reduced rate of ever getting a breast cancer. You know, I don't want to make light of it, but even if it did cause melanoma, where do you want to bet? Melanoma doesn't kill very many people compared to breast cancer. Men who sunbathe regularly have about an 80% reduced chance, up to an 80% reduced chance of ever getting a prostate cancer. There are 20 major cancers that are reduced. People with the highest vitamin D levels have only 40% of the chance of dropping dead of a heart attack. And it goes on and on. I define 105 different diseases in my book that that are actually lessened by regular sunlight exposure or high vitamin D levels. Here, in the winter, if you're not going to get a tanning bed, you need about 4,000 to 5,000 international units per day. The typical vitamin pill has about 200 to 400 units, so we made a horrible mistake there, too.
So you could just take extra vitamin D tablets.
Vitamin D3, always okay. Vitamin D3 also.
You have your book on hand here. Let's take a good look at that. That is available, I take it, just about each and everywhere?
Well, basically, it is available on my website only.
Okay, and your website?
VitaminDdoc.com.
Dr. Mark Sorensen, thank you very much. And, of course, if you'd like more information about vitamin D and Dr. Sorensen's theories, you can simply log on to thedenverchannel.com. When you get there, click on that big red TV button. Doctor, thank you very much.
Great to be here. Thank you.